Hello everyone. Now this is one undetected Seagate pension hard drive data recovery case study, and we have tried to read this hard drive ID details, but we can check the status register that the DRD, DWF, and DSC, and also the arrows data registers are on. That means this drive cannot be recognized properly. And now we have tried to read the hard drive ID by scan mode. Now we click OK to enter the program. We can see the family is the Seagate Rosewood A5. Now it's the model number is LM035, and its firmware is also very common. Now let's try to go to scan terminal, and let's see. Now we can see that the drive has been unlocked successfully by SDF of Seagate firmware repair 2. So the next step, we try to go to the ATM mode, and because the drive has error and its DWF shows there, we try to back up the firmware first. Usually at this time we need to back up the firmware in COM mode, so we need to adjust the baud rate to a higher one. Now we select a higher baud rate to work with the firmware error. Now we can see that we have switched to this higher baud rate successfully. So next step, we go to backup, COM, now we try to read the LM035 first, and let's see. Now we can see that from the log window, the engine list, that is the LM035, can be read successfully. So we just need to wait until the backup of the engine is complete. Because the program is now working under the baud rate of 460800, that means the firmware operation is much higher than the standard baud rate of the 38400. This is why we need to adjust the baud rate before we operate on the firmware error. So this is the most important SOS5 for Seagate hard drives. Whenever we are working with the Seagate hard drive for data recovery, users are always suggested to back up the firmware first. Now we can see the nginx has been read successfully. So next step, we go to COM terminal, and then there is one common function, and here we can see there is one DWF fix. We try to use this one and say in the log window and see if it will be executed successfully or not. And we try the other common. So we can use other method. We check v4. Sometimes we need to wait a little bit until in the COM terminal we enter the F3T prompt. If users don't wish to wait, then we can try to power off and power on the drive. Anyway, we need to confirm there is no head damage. Now we can check with v4, v4 0, total 13. Now let me try to. Now we can see that the hard drive ID cannot be read. So at this time we need to remember the 13 and v4 is 0 entries. So we can try the translator regeneration. Now we need to wait until the translator regeneration completes. Now we can see the channel regeneration completes. Now we can try power off, power on the drive. Now let's try to access to the data arrow again. We can see the hard drive ID can be accessed normally and the capacity is correct. So let's try to check the ending part of the LBA. So the ending part of the LBA is also accessible. That means the drive has been recovered successfully. Now let's go to the DFL-DDP data recovery program. We just open the cPanel, SATA 1, click once on the SATA 1 and then click DDP. So we can open two different programs on the same hard drive at the same time. We can see we have switched from the Seagate firmware repair program to the DDP data recovery program. Now let's try to set up the file extraction task and check the partition. We can see the partition has been available and listed successfully. So this is a lost partition and not all the lost data. If users click the root, and all the data will be available here. So now users can recover all the lost data with the DFL DDP data recovery tools now. So this is one live case study for the user from Malaysia. Thank you for watching this video.